We can. So happy morning, everyone. Welcome
Happy
to
morning.
day zero
Happy morning.
of our magic book journey. Day zero is the most beautiful day because it sets the tone of the entire journey that we are entering into. Yeah, and I'm promising that the class will get over at 7:30.
Yes.
And then if something is left, we'll do it tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Everybody agrees to this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
So then we can just share the screen. Dolly, I would like you to read. So Dolly, you can take over. The golden
Yeah.
thread of gratitude. Now imagine, keep your imagination also on as we are reading. So all our senses are engaged. All our five senses. We are hearing, we are seeing, we are feeling, we are smelling. How we are smelling? Because whatever we are thinking, we get into it, so we get the smell of it also. You'll notice how. Yeah. And
Yeah.
what is the fifth sense? What are the five senses? Eyes, ears, nose, skin, and there is one more which I
Tongue.
think so we will not use. The
Taste.
the taste also. Yeah. So see if you can, whatever you can incorporate. But yes, if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, things are definitely going to change in our minds. Let's not talk about our life. Because our life is a collection of life situations. What we keep on saying, life, 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 my life is like this, his life is like that. It is just a collection of life situations. Yeah, all situations, when you join them together, that is called life. Yeah, so, sorry. So let's start reading. Now,
Yeah.
it's golden thread, yeah, and see how
Yeah.
it's called a golden thread. Yeah.
The golden thread of gratitude. Dating back thousands and thousands of years to the earliest recordings of humankind, the power of gratitude was preached and practiced, and from there was passed on through the centuries, sweeping across the continents, permeating one civilization and culture to the next. The major religions of Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Sikhism, and Hinduism all have gratitude at their core. Muhammad said that gratitude for the abundance you have received is the best insurance that the abundance will continue.
So please
Bud-
understand, as Dolly is reading, let us also read, mute ourselves and let us also read together, so that again your focus is just your focus. It's just here, like horse blinkers, na? There is just here in front. Yeah. So then your focus and concentration will increase, and every word is so beautiful over here. So Muhammad said that whatever uh, gratitude for the abundance you've received. Now it is telling us, this book is telling us what all you have just now. Just simultaneously start thinking that, okay, this is so much I have, so much I have around me. Today morning when I woke up, there was so much of beautiful wind which was touching my face. There was so much of there was so much of light in the room, even though it was dark, but there was so much of light in the room. When I went to the washroom, there was so much of water, abundance of everything. When I opened my wardrobe, oh, so many clothes I have, so many outfits, and just start thinking that way. Yeah. So this is what everyone is telling us, and we yesterday we understood that this book is a combination of science and spirituality. Yeah. So together both are going to walk together. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
let's see what Buddha says.
Buddha said that you have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy.
Lao Tzu said,
Lao Tzu said that if you rejoice in the way things are, the whole world will belong to you. Krishna said that whatever he is offered, he accepts with joy. King David spoke of giving thanks to the whole world for everything between the heavens and the earth. And Jesus said, "Thank you," before he performed each miracle. From the Australian Aborigines to African Maasai and Zulu, from the American Navajo, Swanee, and Cherokee at the Tahitians, Eskimo, and Maori, the practice of gratitude is at the very root of the most indigenous
We'll
traditions.
pause here. So we saw that one common thread which is running through all is gratitude.
Gratitude.
That's why it's called the golden thread. It combines, it joins every community, it joins every whatever religion you say, but it's the common point, it's a focal point of everything what you can imagine. And it's more than a prayer. It's actually more than a prayer. It is a spiritual discipline. It boosts the immune system. It increases our energy. You notice all this. It increases our energy. It increases our strength, mental and physical both. It increases our willpower, our determination. All these will be the side effect of gratitude. Yeah. And also, it lowers depression. It lowers down depression. Somebody who is feeling low, it will just immediately pick them up. But only thing is practice. Practice. And remembering it every time. So, all these people whom we read about, Muhammad, Jesus Christ, Buddha, Krishna, King David, all of them have already given us their experiences. Yeah. And you can name any people, we'll read many more names, the scientists also, and even our prime minister. He is actually soaked in gratitude. If you
Yes, yes. He just puts an intention, Vandana, so powerfully. So many things he has done with, the power of gratitude and intentions.
Yeah. So yes, so he's a living example. And if you look around now, start observing people. If you read about the autobiography of people, or if you just go through YouTube's, which we don't need to go now afterwards, but just now we'll just focus on the secret movie. Whenever you get time, 10 minutes, put on the movie. You've got the direct link. Just click and it is on. And it's so beautiful. In not even 30 seconds, the movie is there in front of you. You don't have to pay anything, nothing. Only you have to pay is your time. Invest is your time. Only investment is your time and thoughts. And you're getting so much in return. Yeah, so now what we are reading is very, very beautiful. When you arise in the morning, we're going to understand this quote very in depth. We are going to understand. Yeah. So this is what we are going to follow throughout the 30 days to get into the practice, even if we have done. Honestly, I'm telling you, I'm reading as if I'm reading it for the first time. There are no memories from the past. This book
Same
is
here.
so beautiful. So beautiful. This is the power of this book. Yeah. So let's read this. When you
Absolutely.
arise in the morning,
When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the morning light for your life and strength. Give thanks for the food and joy of living. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies within yourself.
these lines are written by Tecumseh, 1768 to 1813, Shawnee Native American leader. Yeah, it doesn't matter who has written this, but let's understand. Yeah, it does matter who's written this because we don't need to memorize the name or understand the name what I wanted to say, but yes, very very grateful to this person who has shared with us his experience, American leader. So when you arise in the morning, arise means what? It's a very beautiful word. Rise. It's not rise. We say, na, I rise in the morning, the sun rises. But when we say arise, what happens? It's a powerful word. And it will come. in some other parts also. So what is the meaning of arise? Can we look into the dictionary and understand? We've been told this book has many riddles, right? So arise
Yes.
means appear. Yeah, appear. What do you mean that when you appear in the morning? You'll say, I've already appeared. I appeared 40 years back when I was born. I appeared 56 years back when I was born. I appeared 70, 75 years back when I was born. But every day you are a new person, is what this is trying to tell you. That we are not the same person what we were yesterday. And if we are, now it's time for us to change. And we are definitely going to change. So, how do we change? By giving thanks to the morning light. Now, you will say, what is there to give thanks to the morning light? It comes, it's a natural process. What I have to be thankful to that. This is what we're starting from, giving thanks to the morning light, the creator. We say thank you, God, but if we just say thank you, God, there's no reason. So now we have the reasons. Thank you, God, for giving me this beautiful morning. Yeah. Thank you, God, for the food and the joy of living. We started in the mirror work by thanking our bed, yeah, and thanking ourselves in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
Please continue that. That will be just 1 minute or so. If you want, you can reduce the time, but don't leave the chain. Don't break the chain. Continue that. Even when you're brushing, that time just say, huh? That time you have for yourself.
Mm.
Yeah. Auntie, whatever you can, whatever we are saying about the mirror work, if you feel that you can also start doing it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I made a poster of that what Shikha had put on that.
Yeah, auntie.
I
Yeah.
put that on my bathroom window and every day. But what is this other thing you said just now about every day I rise, I have to brush my teeth? What do I do?
Yeah, auntie. So I will, what we read in the mirror work journey is that when you wake up, you thank your bed, and the whole book was of that only, that you're speaking to yourself in front of the mirror and saying affirmations.
Okay.
So you can just say that I love you, I love you. We'll do in the mirror work, auntie.
Okay.
So that,
Okay.
so don't put too much pressure on yourself. Whatever you can, just that's what I said. Whatever, because if you keep,
Yeah.
there'll be too much for you, and then you will
Yes.
be overwhelmed. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So if you see no reason to give thanks, now you understand. You'll say, "Arey nahi, I didn't get so much to remember to give thanks," which means that there is some fault in you. There is no fault in the creator, in the the creator who has created this beautiful world, this joyful world. But the fault is in you only, in myself. Yeah, and I don't think so. We know, but no one of us will feel like this. So we are we are evolved, right? So yes, history is laden with
Yes.
famous figures. Let's read.
History is laden with famous figures who practice gratitude and whose achievements put them amongst the greatest human beings who have ever lived. Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., the Dalai Lama, Leonardo da Vinci, Plato, Shakespeare, Aesop, Blake, Emerson, Dickens, Proust, Descartes, Lincoln, Jung, Newton, Einstein, and many more. Sorry for the pronunciations.
Yeah, this is Jung, Carl Jung. The Jung is Jung. J is silent. Yeah, so it was. So we some of the names we know, some of them we know. We've seen the pictures. Some of them we don't know. That's fine. But these are all scientists. Yeah, and these scientists, they are the people who have created some name for themselves. How? Gratitude was to the core of their existence. They were breathing in gratitude. They were bathing in gratitude. Everything started with gratitude. And Einstein, we are going to, there's one whole chapter which is based on what he used to do. So we'll go through it. Yeah. But
Yeah.
they were just practicing. They were not only practicing gratitude, they were living gratitude. Yeah. Let's read further.
Albert Einstein's scientific discoveries changed the way we see the universe, and when asked about the monumental achievements, he spoke.
Only of giving,
The
only
work,
of giving
nahi,
thanks to
okay,
others.
only of giving thanks to others. One of the most brilliant minds of all time thanked other people over 100 times a day for the work they had done.
Let's read further.
Is it any wonder that so many of life mysteries were revealed to Albert Einstein? Is it any other wonder that Albert Einstein made some of the greatest scientific discoveries in history? He practiced gratitude every single day of his life and in return he received many forms of abundance.
So why are we reading about
When
all of
Isaac
them?
Newton was
We'll pause once here. Why are we reading about all of them? Why are we
yeah,
understanding? To increase our conviction and faith in this beautiful language, which is gratitude. Because our mind always wants examples, right? Unless until we find
yes.
some kind of confirmation, the mind doesn't accept. Hence, we are reading this. We could have skipped this, but we are reading this day zero because we could have straight away gone into the first chapter because that's what, but this is very, very important. And I'm sure if we would have read the book like this, we just would have skipped. Ek baar pad ke, we would have just skipped without understanding. I'm sure about it because that's what I did when I read first time when I read the book when my daughter was in eighth standard. So, uh, maybe 16, 17 years back. And she read and then I read and we followed each and every chapter, but it was very different that time. Then again after 3 years we again
Mm.
did both together, but then
Mm.
it was very different. But when I started giving and just this way, and I also of course my practice will also be there with you all. The way you are practicing, I'm going to practice it again with you all. So then it was completely different, and this I did 3 years back. But the first time when I did, I can only say that my entire life turned around. All the areas of my life turned around. And that's what is going to happen with you all. Yeah. So even if you've done it,
Yeah.
and if we leave the practice, everything disappears. Maybe 10-20% will remain depending upon our previous practice. Yeah. Like how whatever
Mm.
the samskaras we have come with, we have collected in our past life. A child comes with those samskaras, yeah, those thoughts in the mind. Similarly, whatever we have collected in our past practices, many parts will is there in the mind, and we have been following it. We've not forgotten completely, isn't it? For those who have done,
Mm.
the practice is on, but somehow we have slipped into our daily chores, yeah, and we are back into it now with full josh. Yeah. And Isaac Newton was asked,
When Isaac Newton was asked how he had achieved the scientific discoveries he made, he said that he stood on the shoulders of giants. Isaac Newton, recently voted the greatest contributor to science and humankind, was also grateful to those men and women who lived before him.
so living on the shoulders of giants means what? For people who have done few things for us, who have paved the path for us, being grateful to them. We are having one complete chapter, so we don't need to go into details now. Just understand this so that these concepts are not new when we are reading the chapter. My discovery. Now, Rhonda talks about herself. And remember, when we start the secret movie, the lady who comes is Rhonda herself, and the voice is also hers. It is her voice, it's nobody else's voice. So when you start seeing the secret movie, connect with her. She's a beautiful soul, and there are lots and lots of videos that are available for her on her podcast is there. We'll see that later on. Just now, stick to the book. Don't try to see. If you want to see anything, see the secret movie as many times as you feel like. I'm telling you, even if you have 5 minutes, there's so much of gems you can collect in those 5 minutes. instead of talking to somebody, instead of surfing on the internet, or just seeing what others are doing. Now you only focus is on myself. And we've already started it. Yes? Now completely, I'm telling you,
Yep.
please give your 200, 300% to this book. Even if you have done it once, empty your mind once, twice, thrice, as many times as you've done. Just empty your mind and enter into this journey. Yeah. So Rhonda's story, yeah.
Hmm. My story is perfect example of what life is like when a person is ignorant of gratitude and what happens when you make gratitude a part of your life. If I had been asked 6 years ago if I was a grateful person, I would have answered, yes, for sure, I am grateful person. I say thank you when I receive a gift, when someone opens a door for me, or when a person does something for me. The truth is, I was not a grateful person at all. I didn't know what being grateful really meant, and just saying the words thank you on the odd occasion, certainly didn't make me a grateful person.
So she's made it
Very
clear
true.
from her example that even though I was thinking I was a grateful person because I used to say thank you if somebody opened the door, somebody gave me a glass of water, if I received a gift, as kids we have been taught, na, say thank you, bas, khatam. That is the end. No, that is not thank you. It was just that we were scratching the surface. It was just a scratch. Now, how to what is the true meaning of being grateful is what we are going to learn in this entire month we are giving to this. So beautiful. Yeah. So now she says that my life without,
Okay.
sorry.
My life without gratitude was pretty challenging. I was in debt, and it was increasing a little bit more every month. I worked really hard, but my finances never improved. In trying to keep up with the mounting debt and obligations, I was living with a continuous undercurrent of stress. My relationships swung like a pendulum from fair to disastrous because I never seemed to have enough time for each person. While I was what would be termed healthy, I felt exhausted at the end of each day, and I always got my fair share of colds and the latest illness going around each season. I had moments of happiness when I went out with friends or when I went out on vacation. But then the reality of having to work harder to pay for those pleasures would sweep over me.
Yes, so now let's look into our lives as Rhonda is sharing her life experiences with us. What's happening in the area of her health? We know that we have a different perspective of stress now and we know how to deal with it, right? Yes, no? Stress, we did in the mirror
Yes,
work. Yeah. So
yes,
that is there. Now, and
yes.
how our relationship with ourselves and then with others. What's happening in the change of weather? What's happening to me? Am I getting cold and cough? Or no, I'm perfectly fine. So identify what's happening with you. Yeah. So then she says a very beautiful, very powerful the next para which we are going to read. Let's understand what she's trying to tell us. Yeah.
Excuse me, Dolly, could you read little slowly?
I
It's very
wasn't, yes, I'll do that. I wasn't living. I was surviving from day to day and from paycheck to paycheck. And one life problem, then more problems would appear. But then something happened that would change everything in my life from that day forward. I discovered a secret about life. And as a result of my discovery, one of the things I began to do was practice gratitude each day. As a result of this, everything in my life changed. And the more I practiced gratitude, the more miraculous were the results. My life truly became magical.
So, yes, so this line, what does this mean? Let's explore this line, each one of us. I wasn't living, I was surviving. Let's look into our lives. Are we living or are we surviving? Ask yourself this question. Yeah, living means what? That you are lively, you're joyful, you're grateful. That is the true definition of living. Are we at the end of the day, when you sit on your bed and you introspect and see the entire day, scroll the entire day, scan the entire day, do you feel that today was worth it? Do you feel that? Then you are living. Otherwise, we are just surviving. And if you have tipped 51% also, no, then we are living. I'm not saying 100% we will be, happy, joyful, but 51% is the benchmark. 51% you've tipped the scale. Okay. So I wasn't living, I was surviving. Rhonda is saying 6 years back when she wrote the book in 2000. That was the time when The Secret movie was released. So how many years back? 23 years back, you can say 2000. So just imagine, what, and she is sharing because she knows people who are reading this book and whoever this book has reached. And now this book is there in so many languages. I think more than 46 languages. This book is available, and more than millions of copies have been sold throughout the world. And because of COVID, I think the sales must have increased because so many people have, in India only, we have seen so many people doing this book, reading this book in groups, in communities, friends coming together and reading and understanding. Kids, it's happening, it's just catching like wildfire. So, what happened? What changed in her life when she was just surviving? She discovered a secret, which we saw in the movie, that a secret was revealed, and she digs, and this thing comes out. And this was actually, it started with the book, The Science of Getting Rich, which her daughter had given, and then she made this movie, and that was her own creation. And when she was making the movie, her life was in debt. She was in heavy debt, and how she came out of it just by one thing. And she made the movie, which was Law of Attraction, but then in that movie also, it is gratitude is, it touched her, and she started following it to the core of her heart, and a result of this, her life became magical. So yes, so we all want our life to become magical again, and even if it is magical, more magical. Yes. So for the
Yeah.
first time in my life, yeah.
For the first time in my life, I became debt free, and shortly after that, I had all the money I needed to do whatever I wanted. Problems in my relationship, work, and health disappeared, and instead of facing daily obstacles, my days became filled with one good thing after another. My health and energy, can you scroll down? My health and energy increased dramatically, and I felt better and than I had in my 20s. My relationship became much more meaningful, and I enjoyed more good times with my family and friends in just a few months than I had in all the previous years. More than anything else, I felt happier than I thought it was possible to feel. I was blissfully happy, the happiest I had ever been. Gratitude changed me, and my whole life magically changed.
So yes, so the last para which we read is she was blissfully happy. Not only happy, but blissfully happy. The happiest she had ever been. It all this happened because, and this will be the first sign that we will also experience the outcome of gratitude. We will be happy. No matter whatever happens, we will be happy. Yeah. So
Yeah.
So now we'll go into the next topic, bring the magic into your life. 1 second. Yeah. All this, what we are seeing in the picture, let's see. Let's explore the picture. It seems so magical, na? Everything. So happy feeling we are getting looking at the
Yeah.
picture. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Dolly,
Yes.
Yes,
what's
yes.
happening?
It's positive. The sunlight, I'm just seeing the light which is coming from the window is so positive.
Yeah, that's a great observation.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel there's a lot of abundance.
There's a lot of abundance of everything on the table. There is
Yes.
juice, there is coffee, there is tea, there is water, there is fruits. Everything is there.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Mm.
and it's a beautiful room,
Yeah. It's
beautiful
a beautiful
window,
room, beautiful
beautifully
big window.
decorated.
Yes.
Everything is perfect,
Organized.
organized. This is
Yes.
how our life will be if we are practicing gratitude.
Yeah.
Yes.
What the picture is trying to tell us. And thank
Yes.
the people who have created this picture with so much of minutest details, and have the printer who has printed it. And every picture in this book is perfectly fitting into the context of what is going to come next.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always like that. Hence, we are exploring the pictures to understand what is the
Yes.
content, the context of the next chapter or the next heading that we are going to read. Yeah, so thank you, Dolly, for reading it. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Auntie, would you like to read now?
Who? Me?
Yes, Auntie.
Oh, I couldn't hear you. Sorry. Okay, sure. If Shikha would like to read it, it's her turn.
After you, Shikha can read. Yeah.
Okay. Bring the
Thank you,
magic.
Auntie.
Thank you, dear. Bring the magic into your life. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what your current circumstances, the magic of gratitude will change your entire life. I have received letters from thousands of people in the worst imaginable situations who have changed their lives completely by practicing gratitude. I have seen miracles take place in health where there seemed to be no hope. I have seen marriages saved and broken relationships transform into magnificent relationships. I have seen those in total poverty become prosperous, and I have seen people in depression catapult into joyful and fulfilling lives.
Yeah, so we'll pause here. So a lot of us, I mean, we all are must be in a very happy state, or maybe something is hit us, and we are feeling low, or we are just in the neutral state. No matter however we are, this book has the potential. This book has the potential to bring magics into every area of our lives. Every area of our lives will be filled with magic. Magic means what? It is already existing in the invisible world. Yesterday we read. It's already existing in the invisible world. Only the more and more we are grateful, more and more gratitude we increase, the more faster it will come into our lives. We'll become the creator of our lives. We'll become the magician of our lives. Yeah, and Rhonda is saying that she has seen marriages saving, relationships transform into magical relationships. And during the course of my, the book reading sessions which I have taken, I have seen there was one participant who was not able to conceive since many, many years of her marriage. This I'm talking of the COVID times. And there were two of them actually, and they were in the kids section, for people who want to conceive. I take them in the kids journey where we do it with kids together. And so after doing the journey, she conceived, both of them conceived, and one of them delivered twins.
Wow.
And of course, there are so many things that we can do, which the chapter will tell us, how to bring the kids into our lives. See, it's only our thoughts which are playing, and it keeps on replaying and replaying, because of which we can't get things what we desire and what we want. Yeah, so the secret movie said na that the law of attraction is always creating, it is very obedient. Your life is a physical manifestation of thoughts. That our entire life situation is a physical manifestation of thoughts that is going in the head. Keep on reminding yourself this so that you'll be aware of your thoughts constantly. So we have to be, and we have done in the third or second chapter of the mirror practice, the mirror work, that the voice in the head, the critic in the head, and we are identifying that, right? Yes, no?
Yes.
Becoming aware of it. Yeah, so whether we learn from there or this book, but everything says the same thing, that become aware of the thoughts that are there in the mind constantly, because that is what shapes your life and your destiny. Yeah, so only thing is that we'll get prosperity. Only thing is that we'll get happiness. Only these are the side effects of being gratitude. Yeah, let's read further. Gratitude can magically.
Gratitude can magically turn your relationships into joyful and meaningful relationships, no matter what state they are in now. Gratitude can miraculously make you more prosperous so that you have the money you need to do the things you want to do. It will increase your health and bring a level of happiness beyond what you've ever felt before. Gratitude will work its magic.
To accelerate
To
your career.
accelerate your career, increase success, and bring about your dream job or whatever it is you want to do. In fact, whatever it is that you want to be, do, or have, gratitude is the way to receive it. The magical power of gratitude turns your life into gold. As you practice gratitude, you will understand why particular things in your life may have gone wrong and why certain things might be missing from your life. As you make gratitude a way of life, you will wake up each morning so excited to be alive. You will find yourself completely in love with life. Everything will seem effortless. You will feel as light as a feather and happier than you've ever felt before. While challenges may come, you will know how to overcome them and learn from them. Every day will be magical. Every day will be filled with far more magic than when you were a child.
Yeah, so the last line is so powerful that
So
even
powerful.
you feel that I was happier when I was a child, but when I was a child, those days were so happier. But now, that time we were not grateful. We were never taught all this in school, the language of gratitude, right? Even just we were
Yes.
just taught to say thank you, that's it. But in depth, whatever we'll discover will just, it will open our eyes that, oh, this is what gratitude is. So these lines, whatever you want to be, do, or have, to be, right now we are just in, these are the three domains in our lives that we keep on operating. What are they? We are just doing mode. We are in the doing mode now. Do this, do
Yes.
that, thing that. Okay, now this, now, and the same thing. We are just those inputs we are giving to our kids also. And then we're doing. But then if you're doing, connecting with the being, what is the being? The being is the spirit, the soul. When we connect with the being and then do, then the having is very different. Just now we are doing because that's just for the sake of doing, or unconsciously we are doing, or in an irritable mood we are doing, or in a judgmental mode we are doing, or in an angry mode we are doing. Then the having will be exactly like that, because remember, the law of attraction will, whatever you're giving, you're going to receive that. But if you're giving, first, if you establish yourself in the being, how? By starting when you rise in the morning. That is when you say that you are grateful to the morning air, to the morning light, to the bed, to yourself, to this body. You're starting with your being. And then when you do, in the rest of the day, your having at the end of the day and during the day will be different. Yeah, so remember this. Always being first, then doing, and then having. What we do is do first. Isn't it? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So then let's change this part of ourselves. How? By constantly reminding us. How? By gratitude. So tomorrow and day after, tomorrow we'll do day 0. Then day after, we'll start with how are we going to, start our day with gratitude and be in the being mode. Switch from the doing mode to the being mode. And then do and then have. This is a sequence. The magical power of gratitude turns your life into gold. Why gold? Gold is the most precious of all the elements, na? Of all the metals, yeah?
It is.
It
Shikha will really vouch for it.
10,000 times now, all the more after CVD came in and after the markets of the diamonds and other stones precious stones have gone down. I know gold is the best thing you can have for yourself. So yes,
Yeah.
gratitude is golden.
And anybody wants to buy gold, you can contact Shikha because they are
Silver
in gold.
also.
Because why? Because why?
We manufacture silver gift articles. We have silver bullion. We manufacture silver coins and gift items, and even gold coins. Yes.
Wow. I
And
didn't
we
know.
are quite popular. By God's grace, I'm so grateful.
God bless you. God.
Even Vandana had visited our store once. My
Maybe
husband told me
maybe I
this.
also visit. Maybe
Oh,
I
I don't remember.
He told I've seen her coming to our store with one of the yoga teachers. He told me when he was a student with sir.
Acha, I don't remember. But you afterwards we'll connect and you can tell me the name of the
Surely.
Yeah. So this is what we just wanted to make it little lighter. Hence, I just gotten into it when I remembered gold that you can just be with her if you want to buy gold and if. But just now we are going to collect gold by just being grateful, and it is a golden thread. So why not? Yeah. So
Yeah.
this you will be excited to be alive. When you wake up today morning, when you woke up, how was your feeling? Were you quite excited to come to the session? Were you quite excited to learn something new? Or no,
Yes.
it was
Yes,
difficult for
I
you to.
was.
You were? Okay, that's nice. That's very
same here. Even I was.
okay. Lovely. So then we all are good students, good learners, good
At
learners.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pat your back.
Yeah. Yes. Good. Bravo. Yeah. So, yeah. So now the question we need to ask to ourselves is your life magical? Yes, Auntie. You would like to read? Or Shikha wants to read?
I think we'll give Shikha a chance. Let her go.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
wow.
you. Thank you,
Thank you
Auntie.
so
Thank
much,
you.
Auntie. Thank you,
Thank you,
Vandana.
Auntie.
Welcome, dear. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is your life magical?
Is your life magical? You can tell right now how much you have actually used gratitude in your life. Just take a look at all the major areas in your life: money, health, happiness, career, home, and relationships.
Let's pause here, shut our eyes, and just scroll and scan each area of our life. Relationships. What is happening in the area of a relationship? Just make a note of it. In the health, in the area of your health, what's happening? Just make a note of it. Don't have to go into the depth of it. We are just scratching the surface. Because when you keep on entering deeper into it, it will be difficult for you to come out. Just scratching the surface. Okay, how's my health? Am I healthy? Or there are certain things going on. Just that much awareness. Money. What's happening in the area of money? Am I having enough? Or I feel no, I don't have enough. What's happening in the area of my career? Am I a homemaker? Very good. I'm taking care of the house. That's also very good career. If I really want to have a career of my own and I'm striving and struggling, just make a note of it. Home. What's happening in the home front? How is this area of my life? Just identify just now so that you know where you need to reach, right? Hence, we identify. Yeah. Some of that is wonderful. Some areas we found is wonderful. Some areas we found is little mediocre. Some areas is in the neutral state. or maybe we've not been able to identify. Everything is fine. Yeah, but at least we need to enter into our minds, enter into our thoughts. Yeah, let's read. Shikha, you muted, Babu. Yeah.
The areas of your life that are abundant and wonderful are where you have used gratitude and are experiencing the magic as a result. Any areas that are not abundant and wonderful are due to a lack of gratitude.
So straightforward answer we've got. Agar something is lacking, which means there is some lack in your gratitude in that area. Now,
Yeah.
please identify this. Anytime you find that some area, so these are the major areas in a life. Yes, we agree. Money, health,
Yes.
happiness, career, home, and relationships. We keep on revolving around these areas of our life, right? So, agar kahin pe bhi, wherever you feel that there is a void, there is less, which means the gratitude is less. Now, what do we do? Let's read further.
It's a simple fact. When you're not grateful, you cannot receive more in return. You've stopped the magic from continuing in your life. When you're not grateful, you stop the flow of better health, better relationships, more joy, more money, and the advancement of your job, career, or business. To receive, you have to give. It's the law. Gratitude is giving thanks.
The bottom line of
The
ungratefulness.
bottom line of ungratefulness is that we are not grateful. We are taking. We are taking things in life for granted. When we take things for granted, we are unintentionally taking from ourselves. The law of attraction says that like attracts like. So, if we take something for granted, we will be taken from as a result. Remember, whoever does not have gratitude, even from him or her.
Okay, Shikha,
Most
Shikha,
certainly.
just pause. Your voice is cracking. So I
Oh,
don't know,
I'll
the
just
network
check.
must have, yeah. So we'll pause here. So to receive, you have to give. What do we think? Arey, I don't have anything in my pocket. I don't have anything in with me. How will I give? Don't we think this way? Yes, no, honestly.
Yes, yes.
So now we will change this equation. First, we start giving. What? What do we start giving? Giving what?
Gratitude.
Thanks.
Yes,
Give
gratitude. Thanks. Yes. And in a proper way, how we will be learning in the first chapter, we will give that way only. But till now, okay, even if somebody has done something for you, even the smallest thing as given you a glass of water or made a cup of tea for you, or just the milkman who got the milk, or the liftman when you go in the lift, or the watchman who opens, I feel whenever they're in the building, the watchman is there. Whenever you walk into the door, they stand up. So, I mean, it's such a way of showing respect, which they have been taught, whether they want to do it willingly or not, but they're doing it. But are we expressing our gratitude to them? How would you express? Just acknowledge, smile at them, give them something. That is a way of acknowledgement. So we can start doing these little things from today itself, not wait for tomorrow. So you're giving, the act of giving is on. And when we remember, if you remember the character in Mahabharat, Karn, have you heard of this character in Mahabharat? The epic Mahabharat.
Yes,
Karn was-
Vandana.
Yes.
Danveer Karn.
Danveer Karn. He's called Danveer Karn. He used to anybody, and he was born with those golden kundal, which was the year he was born. It was there in his skin only, and he
Yeah.
was born with a golden vest.
Yeah.
But there was a time when actually God wanted to test him, and he came and asked those. He took out his knife and he actually slashed, blood was oozing out, and he was ready to give that also.
Yeah.
To that extent he was giving.
Yeah.
And what he received is, I will not like to, it is a very a long story cut short, is that you need to give as much as you can, give your time, give. It's not necessary to give money only, give your time.
Yes.
Time, giving your time is also very beautiful.
Absolutely. And most important.
Yes, giving your time to somebody who is not feeling well, lending your ear, but first shielding yourself so that you are not getting affected. Then giving your time
Yes.
to teach somebody,
Yes.
but not getting involved in it. You are sharing the pain of somebody, giving your
Yeah.
time, but not to be in pain. Yeah, that is not the intention. Not to get attached to it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you need to give. Now you discover how which are the ways you can give. Seva is one of the most beautiful ways of giving. Seva is doing selfless service. Auntie, selfless service. Yeah. So that is one of the most beautiful ways of giving, which clears your mind, which is the most beautiful act of gratitude. Yeah.
Yes.
So ponder on this today. And how can I serve? Serve selflessly, without any expectation. Could be anybody. Could be a child on the road. You're walking on the road. Somebody wants to cross the road. You're an old person. You give hand to that person. Make that person cross the road, and you feel so happy from within. That is what gratitude is. That is what service is. Selfless service. Somebody who's in pain. Even it could be a bird. It could be a dog. It could be an animal. It could be a
Vandana.
tree who's dying,
Yes.
and you
It
just go
can
and
be.
put water on that tree.
Yes. Seriously.
That is also a selfless service. And this is what humans are given. That's an inherent inherent quality that we are born with. A child is always born with these qualities. We need to revive them, which has, we've forgotten or we might be doing, I don't know. But yeah, bringing it again in our lives. So these are the ways of giving. To receive, you have to give. It's the law. The law of
Yeah.
attraction says whatever you give, it comes back to you in a circle. Anyhow, it will come. Whether today, tomorrow, day after, months, years, it will come. It will definitely come. Depends upon how powerfully you're giving, charged with your feelings. Yeah. So now we can stop here. I keep my promise. Next we will read
Yes.
tomorrow the magic formula. And tomorrow we will be needing a book. If you have already maintained that book and there is place, you can just carry on with that book which you have made for the mirror work. We're going to
Yeah.
write down our dreams. Even if
Okay.
you've written it, we're going to rewrite it. Don't look at what the dreams you have written, because I think so we have got those dreams. Even if we have not got, those are irrelevant. Now we are not going to look into them. We're going to write fresh dreams.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Dreams,
Vandana.
dreams means what I want to be. It means that.
Yes.
Yeah, dreams, auntie. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you say? Dreams means what I want to
Be?
be.
Yeah?
Yeah, auntie. We'll
No,
understand
no.
tomorrow. Yeah. So tomorrow we are
I don't
meeting at
understand.
5. Tomorrow
Yes.
we'll write, auntie. Don't worry. Just now, whatever we will watch the secret movie, whatever
Yeah.
notes you want to make, pointers, write it down so that you can
Yeah.
scroll it, go through it again. If you
Yeah.
can watch with kids, nothing like it. Watch 10 minutes and then leave it. Then, if you want to watch again. But watch again, watch, follow, bring it into your lives.
Okay.
It's not just
Done.
knowledge, but we are practicing it. Practice is the key, is the next line. This is a magic formula. Knowledge is a treasure, but practice is the key. If you're
Yeah.
not practicing, then it just becomes a knowledge and it will disappear. in few days, few months, depending upon how much we have stored, the way we have stored. Yeah, so we don't want that to happen for this book at least.
Vandana, a very small thing I would like to share for a second.
Yeah.
I just remember when you said give a selfless service. We went to Pondicherry. So we had Damayanti and her sister who were 70 plus. So I just helped them lifting their bags and everything to, go through the process of checking in and everything. I was there around Damayanti. And she forgot her bag in the auto while we were, moving around in the city. So I helped her to find out I called up her mobile was in her bag. So I just called up from my phone and I left the lunch table and I went out with her to pick up her bag and everything and to check everything is there in place. Or she was so grateful to me. She blessed me so much. She was like, Shikha, this bag had everything, all my credit cards and everything, and she blessed me. And on this Diwali, both the sisters, with their blessings, they sent me gifts.
Wow.
It was so beautiful. I don't have words to express. In return,
What was your feeling when they were thanking you? What was your feeling?
I was feeling I could help somebody. I am younger to you. I have the stamina. I have the capability. Why should I not help somebody who's senior to me?
Yeah, and that starts with your home.
That starts with thank you. I start with gratitude.
No, that starts with your home and people
Yes.
around you.
Yes. 100%.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah. So then don't let the circle keep on increasing.
Yes,
And
Vandana.
yeah,
Thank
so
you.
beautiful. Thanks for sharing, Shikha. Beautiful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank
And
you.
at the same time, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
If you log in at 4:45, we'll start little early because day 0, thoda sa.
It's a little long. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that part. I don't remember anything. Everything is fresh.
Yeah, but I have taken, otherwise I was taking day 0 for 2 hours, 2 hours. So completing in 2 days. This time I'm
Yes.
taking
You are also letting loose.
3 days. Yeah.
Yes.
Vandana, I cannot sit for more than an hour. My
Yes,
back starts
auntie.
very still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
auntie. And auntie, just a suggestion.
Yeah.
Since others are reading, then you can take that liberty to stand and walk around and come back.
So that would be
That will-
wonderful.
That will help you,
Yes.
auntie. Really, it will help you. Not
Yes.
only once, twice, thrice. I know what is it. So you can just anytime you feel like, in 15 minutes, just take a round, have a sip of water, a glass of water, and then sit. Don't struggle.
Thank you.
You're not in a very strict classroom, and I don't think so. I'm a strict teacher like that I'm going
No,
to.
no, not at all. Thank you, dear. Thanks.
You are the way you should be.
Yes. Yes, auntie. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Vandana.
everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Auntie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dolly.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
great
you,
day.
everybody. Thank you.